You appeared on the Grand Ole Opry at the age of 12.
Yeah.
And you knocked them out, too, didn't you?
Well, I started singing when I was very young. I started playing guitar when I was 7, and I started singing on radio and television in Knoxville, Tennessee, on a local radio show when I was 10. And my uncle, Bill Owens, who used to help me a great deal, one of my mother's brothers, used to take me back and forth to Nashville, and I used to have all these songs that I had written, and he also was a songwriter. We used to write songs together. But we used to travel to Nashville, which was like 250 miles from my home. And we'd sleep in the car, we'd clean up in a service station, you know, you'd wash your hair in the filling station, you just literally sleep in the car, and you just eat, you know, you stop at a market, you get bologna and bread or whatever you're going to eat, or Velveeta, cheese, yeah. All the things I love. And so I started very early, and I went to the Grand Ole Opry, and also a couple of friends, Carl and Pearl Butler, who were people that used to perform on the local show back home. They were at that time having success in Nashville in country music. So they took me over to the Grand Ole Opry, and I got to sing. And my daddy always loved the Opry, and he was listening back home, all my people on the radio. So it was like a big thrill, and I bugged them to death to let me sing, because I was just a little kid going in and say, please let me sing. And they said, you can't sing on the Grand Ole Opry, you got to be in the union, you got to do this. And I said, but my daddy's listening. If I go home and, you know, and you won't let me on the show, I'm going to be embarrassed and hurt.